You are tuning into the Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Spiritual Insight Show with Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show with Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman. I am very honored to be with each and every one of you this evening, sitting in sacred circle. And thank you, everyone who is going to participate, whether you're watching this live or you're going to watch this show in the archives, or maybe you're even listening live on Spreaker Radio. We welcome all the viewers, whether it is video or it is on radio. So thank you so much. Let me just check a little bit of some sound here. Make sure that everything is good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, everything is good. Okay, oops. There we go. Okay, I just want to do a little sound check just to make sure. And I've also noticed that there's a little bit of, maybe that's only in the studio, a little bit of a delay or a lag. So, but that's okay. With my lip movement and the words coming out of my mouth. Maybe it's just on my end. I hope everything is okay on your end. So anyway, let me just, all right, there we go. Technical difficulties. Not really technical difficulties. It's just a sound check.
A little bit of,
just, oh my goodness gracious. That went back on. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, hey, it's all good. Just like to make sure y'all can hear me. And there we go. So welcome everyone. Hello, Maureen. How are you, dear? Hello, Chris. Yay. Yes, our sacred family. We are sitting in sacred circle. Teresa, hello. Okay, you're okay on my end. Okay, great. Thanks, Chris. I always like to get that feedback on. Hello, Wendy. How are you, dear? Hello, Sarah, Anthony, and Austin. Yay. And hello, Sheila. Hello, dear. Sunday blessings to you as well. And so, very, very nice. And how many of you are still feeling the new moon energies? And how does that feel for you? And it's just sometimes can seem a little, it's different for everyone. Let me just say that. And last week, excuse me, they didn't have a show last week because I think I felt I was really dragging last week. I mean, this past week has been very hard physically on me. And I'm sure many of us are going through that too. What do they call it? The ascension, the symptoms that we're having. But it was just last week was just very, and not just that, but other things too. Like we all really do interact and react with the weather. So we are human barometers. Right. And so, yes, and feeling the shifts. Absolutely. And it was like this, so it wasn't, I didn't have a sinus infection, but my whole head felt stuffy. And it was like, this is so strange though. It was like my head, I just wanted to lay down and go to sleep, but the rest of my body and my psyche is like, let's go, do things. And your head's like, oh no. And so when you feel like you're just dragging yourself, and I'm still being gentle, did get some journaling, some more things done, some really, really deep insight, of course, going within. But it was this, and a lot of time on my healing bed, because that's, we can do that. We can put ourselves into healing at any time. One of the things I really loved so much about, I know you may laugh, some of the Marvel movies, okay, Thor, is when they showed Odin putting himself in Odin's sleep. You know what that was? He was self-healing. Odin's sleep is self-healing. Because you see the golden light all around him. It's like he's in this egg. right? He's surrounded by this. And we can do that too at any time and still be conscious of what's going on around us. So it's very, very interesting. And this is just the time is we need to make sure that we take time to rest more, sleep more. And when you're getting the pull or even the messages to go to bed early because you might need some more time on your healing bed. All right. Let's see, Chris. Tuesday, I was in bed by 7:15. I just couldn't function. Yes. Yeah, right. Yeah, Monday to Wednesday that was just really hard on me. I was just like, oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah. And it was just, I want to go to bed now. You know, and here's the thing too, what I find is very interesting. It was, you know, you all know that I love Ancient Aliens show, and I know that they're on repeats right now. They haven't come back with their new season yet. And so it's watching that show, and there's a lot of science to it, and sometimes they're trying to really show the balance and be harmonious between the spirituality and science part of it, which I think is great. So listening to those that absolutely believe in aliens and we're not alone, and I kind of was laughing out loud when it was like you're listening to the alien abductions. Now, I'm not laughing at the alien abduction. I just want to, it's the way we look at it. All right, is that out of fear? Where are you with your spiritual platform? If we were never taught about self-healing, put yourself in your healing bed. And what does that entail? Then absolutely, if we wake up or we're conscious during this healing and we see the healers around us that look different, we would think we were abducted too. So is it alien abduction or self-healing? Or is it the same? And we're looking at it from a different point of view. Very interesting, huh? Yes. And that the light beings that Intergalactic Council and these ascended masters, some of them have human form and some of them don't. You have to understand that the animal kingdom on this earth plane was seeded by other planets, by other systems, so they may resemble the animals. The Egyptians got that right? So so you may see different looking type of creatures. Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't mean that. Different types of beings, let me say that. Different types of beings who are in your healing circle and who are helping you when you're on your healing bed. And so it's a great team. You have a lot of light beings, ascended healers. You even have, I call the spirit guides. When I say spirit guides, they're the ones who have had incarnation in a life on this earth plane. So they understand that. They're like the liaisons to help everyone else understand who hasn't been here, because you kind of lack that knowledge, even if you watch us how we behave, unless they actually are experiencing it firsthand, they might not understand. So it's good to have all sorts of helpers and healers. And so I know when I put myself into the healing bed, there's who likes to come right up to my left side and to my shoulder is my shaman, my medicine woman guide. So she likes to be right here beside me, and she has like this wooden bowl, and she's working some herbs and she's doing some things, and it's just very, when you get, okay, can I see it? And it takes some time. At first it's just, I know that they're there, I sense that they're there, and then the more that you do that, then you can start to see some things. So yeah, it can seem really freaky if you're not understanding what we're actually looking at, right? Or what we're experiencing. Okay. And so it's, and it just depends what chakra or what parts of your body has been worked and needed some attention. So, I mean, and what I'm referencing is the whole, it makes sense, the anal probe. Well, if you are really if you feel ungrounded, what chakra is that going to affect? If you feel scared, I mean, right there, you're talking about the root chakra is going to be super sensitive, on high alert, and put off all these warnings. So it's going to be spinning out of control. So absolutely, that's where that can give that impression. All right. So, but most energy workers who actually see and feel and experience energy, and you know what? We all can. We just have to be honest with ourselves about what we're feeling, because you know what? We lie to ourselves big time, don't we? We will lie to ourselves too. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. Well, let's understand a little bit more. Let's dive down. Don't push it aside and ignore I'm not crazy. We're all crazy. So just accept that and let's move on. No, we're all very special. All of those who did agree to come onto this earth plane and be part of this mission, to not only experience life, to embrace life, to embrace that beautiful connection with Mother Earth and with Mother Gaia. She's a living being as well and is well on her way of ascension. So just as we are too, if you aren't concerned in ascending, you wouldn't be watching this. You wouldn't listen to anything like this, any of these shows or anything. So, so rest assured. And also, if you do a self-check, those that aren't working on themselves, don't go through a self-check like that either. All right. They could just really just whatever. And there's so many people that are still awakening. And that's good. All right. Before I get into what I wanted to talk about or what I was guided to discuss this evening, I'd like to give you my website for those who maybe are not familiar with it. My website is whitesagewoman.com. And for those on radio, White Sage. Sage is SAGE, whitesagewoman.com. And that is in the description of the show, actually, too, included for those on radio. So here we go. And the topic actually came through experience, which is most of us, all of us get our learning from. And what we want to share is something that I had experienced this last week too. Let me get some water here. Oh my goodness. And stay hydrated more than ever. I cannot stress that. I know it seems like I always say, hey, and yes, Chris, it's mostly my left ear, but I have had my right ear do it too. And part of that was for a day, my right ear felt clogged. And then I would hear occasional ringing. So yes, absolutely, Chris. And it's, when we are going into upper vibrations and upper dimensions, we get there through meditation. But that's usually just for several minutes, and then we're back to our normal dimension vibration, right? As we are this ascending, we are staying longer in higher vibrations. And so, yes, Sarah too. Mm-hmm. So that's going to make us experience these things a little longer and a little bit more intense. All right. All right. So one of the things I like to talk about is spiritual teachers. And what had happened during the week too was a dear, I wouldn't even call her a student. She was a former student. And the thing is that when people come to you to learn and take some of your courses, and they're a student, and then when they're done, it's teacher. They become a teacher. And though teachers are always learning too, and are always, are in a student role as well. And it's interesting how we can all learn from each other. And so it was this one beautiful soul wanted to take the Crystal Reiki course, which I'm still, I should just pull it off so no one can order it. I'm still revising that. I'm really seriously overhauling it now. I was confused on what to do with it and sat back on it a little bit. Him and Hod dragged my feet. And I kept hearing it's time for an upgrade. It needs to be done. And then I think what causes that hesitation is when they were like, okay, so, and that'd be great for a beginner's course or just someone who wants to refresh. And then after that, do an advanced Lemurian crystal healing course. And I'm like, you're kidding? What? They gave me too much. And I think I just shut down at that. It was like, my plate is full. You see my plate, and I'm like, come on. And then the way I'm feeling, oh my gosh, I'm dragging butt here trying to figure out if I'm even going to shower and get out of my pajamas, much less do anything else. I'm kidding. But so then, if you stall too long, they will send people. They will send these motivators, people to come in and help motivate you, right? So, hello, Robin. Oh, don't worry. You know what? Time is just an illusion, and it's slipping big time. And so the whole thing with spiritual teachers was that why I was dragging my feet so much with the Crystal Reiki courses, because my Crystal Reiki master that I took the course from 10 years ago, all right, he has crossed over since then. But there was also a lot of controversy before he crossed over him doing things that was not in a very spiritual way. Let me say that. All right. And so it's, being dishonest. And so I don't want to go into too personal because that's not the whole focus. The thing is that the whole spirituality, new age boom, when we think about it, is almost like 20, 30 years old. And so teachers that we originally had, and maybe even further for those who were really into it before then, but before it became more mainstream is what I'm talking about, more mainstream here, may have changed course, may have changed direction, all right? And some of them could have totally just backtracked and renounced everything they've taught. So I've had a couple of teachers like that. So this one particular teacher, and I was like, oh man. And so I have to go back and really revamp, redo. And they're like, you don't need to give any credit because they're stepping away from that lineage. And it's just going to be this, here it is. Again, another channeled course. Here it is, Crystal Reiki. And there you go. Yes, I know that there's a difference between Crystal Reiki and Crystal Healing, but they wanted me to keep the Reiki title and talk about both. And this will be a certification course. I'm nowhere near done yet. I will let everyone know when I am done with that. But I'm staying focused and staying tracked. And okay, surrender. Yes, I give. We'll do it. But the whole thing was that we're all experiencing that. We know a very popular angel teacher who totally just renounced everything. So what does that mean now? Here's the thing. When we get our certifications, we go through our learning. So we have these certificates on my website. All you have to do is you could probably figure it who I'm talking about out, because all of my certificates I have up there. I have nothing to hide. All right. And there is a point of, how about those that were like, wow, I took this one particular course. What do? Do I take down all these certifications now because this particular teacher has either crossed over change direction or just, really left a sour taste in all her students and followers' mouth. What happens then? Keep your certificates up, because the thing is, and this is what my guides and angelic committee was reminding me of, is that yes, we learn, but we apply our own techniques, our own experience, our own wisdom when we teach. And so that does make it different, right? All of us learn differently and teach differently, and it's okay. But we invest a lot of time and money, the time for the learning. And by taking these certifications down that we've earned rightfully, because now the person has a tainted reputation, that's on them, not on you. Right? Just wanted to remind everyone of that. And just because I know a lot of us have taken a lot of courses and have worked hard to be where we are. All right. And so absolutely, Chris, this is time to make our teaching our own in our own way with our own energy. Absolutely. I still keep up I ask my angelic committee and guides constantly. This is like the Asui Reiki. Do I just take that down now? No, you're certified. Leave it. Just leave it. And we know that Dr. Asui channeled an old form of healing, whether it's Atlantean healing, all right, but then applied his own stuff to it. Absolutely, all right. So, so there you go. All right. Woo. So that's just a message that they wanted to get across and let everyone know, especially those who did take certifications, when you feel confused about what to do. And there's many, and many are. I don't say coming into the limelight or being, it's easy. We're kind of like a target on our head sometimes. You're in the spiritual field and they look for, things that you go off balance on, or they try to pick on, ooh, look what's wrong. And just, what? We're human and we're trying. We are spiritual beings in human bodies, and we are working on this whole ascension. It's happening. And this is something that's different. And this is another thing I dread talking about this, but I'm going to do it. I trust. Okay. The thing is that a lot of people okay, the diet. They want me to talk about the diet during the ascension. It will change, and you have to tweak it to what's good for you, but just make sure it's still healthy. The thing is that we as humans have a hard time of doing things backwards. All right. And it's like, okay, I will be happy when this happens, this situation, or I find this person, or this happens. No, that's wrong. We have to find happiness within us first, and then outside of us, that will manifest and that will be shown. So it's, I will be at peace when I find happiness. You will find happiness when you're at peace. You see that reversal thing. So the same thing then happens with the diet. There's some people who think, if I mimic what I think a guru or a spiritual person ascending would do, if I mimic that, then I'll get there faster. And that's not true. I'm going to be very careful, because there are some people who you can spin your energy differently, and you can spiral in a much different direction than you wanted to go if you're not careful. All right. Not everybody is supposed to drastically change their diet. Just eat cleaner. Just make sure it's less processed food. If it comes in a can or a box, or open it up and eat it, something's wrong. All right. that's the kind of things where there's no nutritional value or very little in there. I just want you to eat more healthy and more consciously. And hello, bless your food and your drink. Be grateful for every food and drink that you consume for your body's optimal health and wellness. There you go. You know that when you bless food, even if you're a meat eater, you remove that trauma from whatever that animal may have experienced, because you're telling that animal soul, thank you. You matter to me, and I am grateful. That's powerful. That's huge. Huge. Think about how you would feel if you just died and no one cared or no one said thank you or no one said anything. We have to be mindful and respectful of all living beings. That most definitely includes the animal kingdom, including the insects, which many of us really don't like. But come on, we really should. All right? Let me catch up here on some of this. Thank you. I thought yes, very good, Wendy. Yes. But there are some who are confused and questioning it. And I even got caught in that, not with everyone, but there was one particular one I was kind of like dreading. But it was like, no, I'm okay now. So holy crap, I was just talking about this. There you go. Absolutely. Ooh, nice to get that validation, isn't it? Synchronicity. Ooh. No coincidence, Robin. All right. So just know this, that, your diet will change as we shift. It is a product of, or it is something that happens because of. Don't think that you're going to ascend faster if you make some changes that are just, we get it wrong. So a lot of times we get it wrong. Just go with the flow. That's the best thing, best advice always, and it is just go with the flow. All right? So there you go. And we just need to get back to that. Are we in such a hurry and such a go, and I'm going to grab something through a drive-through and eat, and then what's happening? You have music on, you have maybe some other people in the vehicle, and it's just chatter. You don't even bless your food. We all have to stop, take that pause, and be mindful of where our food's coming from and give thanks and gratitude. Then that shift will happen within your body of, there's very little life in this food. I don't want to eat it. It's junk. Right? So just bless your food and drink more. I know. If you want them to live, they keep them outside, please. Absolutely. But you know what? You can have conversation with them. You can tell them that. And just please, you won't survive inside. The insects I don't mind inside the house are spiders, and I know it may make some of you cringe. I don't mind. I just tell them there's corners, there's dark places, and the basement's awesome, the attic, just there's places you can go, and you can, tell the difference between a spider web or spider, webbing and dust. So it's, so I'll tell them. And I saved several spiders too. There's one spider one time that just in the kitchen just came down right in front of me. I was doing dishes and was headed right for the sink, and I was doing dishes, and I caught it in the napkin, took a napkin and caught it. It's like, no, I don't want you to drown. Go down the drain. Put the spider, down in a safe corner. And I was like, here, just go over here, climb up, climb back up the wall there. And so it's, we can all coexist, but there's just certain things you don't want in your home. The things that don't, absolutely, Robin. Yep. I catch them and put them back outside. The ones that you really don't want inside, sketch them and take them outside. And yes, I have even with wasps and hornets and things that they get confused, they get stuck, and it's like, hurry, open a window and just let them out and just go, and help direct them out, and there you go. So yeah, right. But it just shows that type of respect. And as we are working more and more with nature, and we work more and more with Mother Earth, and you're going to experience more and more of the elementals who will help you too. And as we really don't want any of these beings to get hurt, they will help us to work in harmony, to kind of be like a liaison, and hey, let me help you help this particular, well, again, whether it's an insect or this type of creature who's not supposed to be in the house. Let's guide them to a safer place. And it really does take a team, and it works. It really does work. You have to show that you're ready to listen, and you want to work together, and not just be so, yes, my space is sacred. There's sacred space that is put out. All right. But there's also coexistence within this space. Respect my home, my sacred space, and I'll respect yours. Right. And so animals don't know the difference between property lines and anything like that. And really, that's just an illusion too. We don't really own anything. We're just here paying other people money that really they don't own it either. All right. But it's just find that harmony, reconnect with the earth. And it's really between us and nature. And everything else will fall away soon enough. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I have used a strainer and a plate to catch bees in the house. Oh, that's nice, Chris. Yes, absolutely. Especially the bees and the honeybees. We want to save them and make sure that we can protect them as much as possible. All right. And of course, that is, don't use chemicals. A lot of us know that. Okay. Let's see, Joy. Tiffany, can you pull a card for January? Who's watching you? I'm not sure I understand that. Joy, could you Joy, clarify that? I actually am going to devote the rest of this time to card readings for everyone using this phenomenal deck. I love the artwork of it. And, I love angels and animals, and here we go. So this is the Archangel Animal Oracle deck by Diana Cooper. And I'll pull the card for everybody. See what kind of message, which animal and angel comes through. And so it's all you need to do is to say, please draw a card for me, or me too. And thank you so much last time on the show when I was giving readings and messages for everyone, that you'll help me to hey, this person's next, because Frank was having a hard time with the studio that night. So thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Chris, I heard ants are extremely attracted to positive energy due to their being negative. Have you heard this before? All right, ants are very in tune with the ley lines. And yes, in feng shui, and in they talk about, if you have ants in the house, energy is off balance in your home. They're telling you and showing you that energy is off balance and that you need to fix that. And usually where they are, it's that area, that space that you need to work on. Okay. And it can even not just be in the house, but it can also the history of the land. Remember that too. So that's where the ley lines come in. And so, yeah. So if you want to say they're attracted to anything that's off balance, absolutely. And animals use ley lines more than even realize. Especially when the dogs go outside to do their business. If you ever wondered, watch them going, why are you going in circles? And why are you going there and then there, and then there, and then there? Because they are tuning into the ley lines as to where's the best place to go. Pretty interesting, isn't it? Oh, thanks, Teresa. She's asking you to pull a card for somebody named January is her name. Joy. All right. Thank you so much. There's a lot of, oh, there we go. January. Hi, Tiffany. I'm January. Well, how about that? Hello, January. Thank you, Teresa, for helping. Sometimes people put things, especially if auto correct, whatever. So, sure. All right. So we'll get started here and pull a card for January. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. January. Let's go. All right. So, January here. And, this is beautiful. It's the cat. Be relaxed and independent. And Archangel Raphael. So tune into that cat. The cat is total independence. And Archangel Raphael. All right. Archangel Raphael. Be relaxed and independent. And so call on the cat and Archangel Raphael to help you with that relaxation, independence. And what with dependency, there's sometimes people who hook on to you, and yet they can be family and people that you love. But we need to make sure that there is that they're not codependent on us, and that we're not codependent on anyone else either. Okay. So that's for you, January. Wendy, a card for you. Absolutely, Wendy. Let's see. Okay. So, Wendy, your card is a ladybird. Oh, okay, like a ladybug. Accept happiness and good fortune. An Archangel Praminalink. Archangel Praminalink. If you do, you could just say which angel for me. They don't really mind if they don't really go by names when I just talk to them, but it's okay. You recognize their energy. Anyway, they call it ladybird, but it looks like a ladybug. All right, ladybird. Yeah. Aww. There you go. That's a really pretty card. Yeah. Accept happiness and good fortune, which you do. Just keep reminding yourself of the happiness and good fortune, which I know you do in so many different ways. Just keep doing that. You're on the right track, and they're validating that for you, too. All right. Chris, yes, I love my deck. Please pull a card for me. Yes, absolutely. Yay. And so just sit with the animal and then the angel that will come through, because it might even be a different angel. It might even be a loved one. Someone else might come in with this animal. All right. And that is perfectly okay. All right. Concentrate on Chris here. Ooh, whale. Live as a fully conscious being, which I know you do. It's Archangel Mary and Jules. It's the whale card. You have the deck. Yeah. Whale. Oh, yeah. That water energy, the whales, such these advanced beings, the whales and dolphins. All right, Chris. Okay, so and water too. There's a lot with the water affects you a lot. All right, Sarah, can you pull a card for me? Absolutely. So let's see. Oh, I love it. I want this one. Tiger and Archangel Raphael. Accept your magnificence. Look at this gorgeous tiger. I love tigers. Accept your magnificence. Tiger. Accept it. Remind yourself. You need to be reminded of your divinity sometimes. Don't let anyone else talk to you and treat you in any way that makes you feel icky. Makes you feel icky. No, you're not going to allow it. All right? So let me see. It's working tonight. Let me just... awesome deck, please pull a card for me. Absolutely, Sheila. Pull a card for you. Oh, and also, too... Hold on. I'm going to put this down for a moment because I'm getting more for Sarah real fast. Sarah is just with that whole accepting your divinity too. As the spring's coming, you'll be able to relax and connect more. You're very uptight and they just want you to relax. And so the thing with tigers here is that they like the land and the water. And stretch. Do some stretches. Take some cat naps if you're not getting enough sleep. So this is what else I was getting for you. Okay. So Sheila, now back to Sheila. See, didn't want to first to affect your Sheila. Sheila. Yeah. Chris! No. Sheila, Ant. I know, don't cringe. Ant. Cooperate for the highest good of the community. And again, the Archangel Preminilek. Preminilek. So whatever the Archangel is that works with the ants. And just know that all of these beings come from different star stations, come from different planets. They come from different places. Even the ant. But know that they work together as a team. It's working together as a team. Look, it's ants sitting in sacred circle together. Oh, look at that. So Sheila, it's great that you are sitting in sacred circle with each of us this evening. And also you have your own sacred circle. All right. And so keep forming that, building up that sacred circle. Because we have circles among circles among circles. We're all connected into different circles. All right. Maureen. It's beautiful, Maureen. Maureen, you get the eagle. Eagle sees opportunities courageously. And Archangel Hopkey. It's B-H-O-K-P-I. So however you would want to say that, but just the angel it's associated with eagle sees opportunities courageously. Now, if I remember correctly, eagles are their own soul group. Usually a lot of the birds share soul group. They don't have like individual soul missions like we do. but the birds are collectively together, okay, their souls. But the eagles have their own super strong or just super soul group. So continue to soar, to soar. There's a rainbow underneath this eagle. Keep gliding, going with the flow, going with the wind stream. If it fought against the wind stream, it would fall out of the sky. It would fall out of the sky. So continue to go with that wind flow and see where it takes you. And even if the wind you're going through feels bad, feels like things aren't going to go the certain way, or you're not going in the right direction, trust that destination, okay? So eagle comes to you, Maureen. All right. Anthony, please pull a card for me. Absolutely. This is okay, Anthony. I saw your animal. This is also one of your strong totems, because when Sarah asked a question, I saw the wolf start to come up and sit down, like wait the turn. So the wolf is for you. The wolf, be independent but work together. Archangel Zariel. So, and this is great personal relationship. And also work, just any other type of relationships, all relationships. You can still be independent, yet work together. And this is very important, right, that all couples need to understand and embrace, is that we're still a team, even though we're independent. We maintain our individuality, all right, but we come together to get things done. You don't have to always agree, but you can agree to disagree, but just get to a resolution, come up with a solution and not argue, not, over anything like that. And it's okay, again, to have a disagreement, but don't get into a combative type of state. And this, again, it can be work related, it could be family related. It happens within families. It's not saying anything bad. It happens. And we just have to remind ourselves to work through it, okay? So respect the individual and come together as a team, all right? Okay. So, right on. Thank you. I have 2 cats, by the way. Oh, I love that, January. That's great. Yes. Woo. Yes, aren't they very pretty cards, Wendy? Yeah. Now I want a new deck. Can I have a card also? Yes, absolutely, Robin. Yes. Well, let me tell you, this is when you think, I can't have too many decks. Wrong. or Wendy, I don't need any more pendulums. Oops. All right, so Robin. Yes. Robin. Oh, so sweet. Guinea pig. Do your part to illuminate the universe. It's Archangel Mary. Now, there's the angel version of Mary. Oops, let me make sure to turn the card the right way. So guinea pig, very, very beautiful. Sit with the guinea pig. And so any of these animals, your first immediate reaction is just that, a reaction, as far as just stop. Where does that come from? And let it go. Do we really know the animal kingdom the way that we're supposed to? And this is redefining that relationship between the animal kingdom and archangels are helping us. All right. And so tune in with the energy of these animals or these cards that I'm pulling, just sit with it tonight, maybe this week, journal about it, and let the messages keep coming forward. All right, the connection with the guinea pig. Do your part to illuminate the universe, which you already are, but just keep on shining bright. Just keep on. You know, this little light of mine, don't let anyone try to snuff that out. And because the guinea pig may be small, don't feel like you're insignificant. Like, oh my goodness, who am I in this whole wide world? Who am I in the whole cosmos and universe? You are very much important. Everyone is. And remember that. Okay? And so if you have time, please, absolutely, Joy. Absolutely. I love your name too. Joy. So happy. Happy. Joy. And how sweet of you to ask for somebody too. That was really nice. All right, hold on. I'm gonna there's a couple of cards that have fallen out for you. I want to see what I'm supposed to. Wow. Okay. These pop out, and even though they were given before, it's not for me. It's for you. The very first one was wolf. All right, an ant. So, Joy, you have to step into your alpha, the alpha wolf, and still work together as a team like the ants do. It's very, very strong community. So the wolves are very strong, and so are the ants. Okay, very hard workers. But there is something that you need to do mission-wise, is stepping into your own power. It's okay to be the alpha wolf. Sometimes it sucks, you know, to have to make decisions. Oh, do I have to do that? But you know what, though? It actually comes very natural to you. And somewhere along the line, somebody was trying to suppress that natural ability that you have of being a leader. It's time to step back into that leader role, okay? Oh, thank you, Chris. Teresa, oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. I will pull a card for you, dear. Teresa. Beautiful. Don't you hide. Oh, he's hibernating. I love it. Oh, a bear. Oh, beautiful. Use power with wisdom. Mm-hmm. And archangels Uriel and Jophiel. Bear. Oh, isn't that? It's a gorgeous card. Oh, it's beautiful. Love the artwork on these cards. Bear. Use power with wisdom. And you do this. We just need this little reminder that, you know what, you see a bear stand up and rise above you. That can be very scary, but you know it takes more power to be gentle than it does to just be mean, to attack. It takes more power to be the gentle giant than it does just to be overly defensive or to attacking, right? So that's what you are finding harmony with, all right? Is that power and wisdom. So beautiful, the bear. And it's a brown bear, but it doesn't really matter, I guess, what type of bear. If you want, again, sit, ask the bear to come to you. And, you know, don't be surprised if you ask every day if a different type of bear from the bear family comes up with a different message, and kind of just, it goes on from there. You know, it's beautiful. It kind of snowballs, so to speak, to where you get these beautiful messages, right? So it's a welcome, Tammy. It's okay. We've been talking about that. Hi, Diana. How are you, dear? Okay. Oops, many blessings to you. Hold on. Okay, so Tammy, yes, absolutely. I'll pull a card for you. Mm-hmm. what's going on. When you figure out what's going on, let everyone else know, Tammy. No, pretty much we were talking at the beginning of the show. We were trying to figure out what's going on this last week. All right, Tammy. Beautiful Tammy. It's a beautiful, beautiful soul. Beautiful inside and out. You are. All right. So, let's see what card comes out for Tammy is beautiful. Oh, we have several of them popping out here. Hold on. I gotta. Yep. Okay. Here we go. So the card that pops for you is parrot. A parrot. Beautiful parrot. All these different types of parrots. Listen intently to understand. Keep listening. I do believe you're starting to really, your intuition is kicking in and they want you to listen more intently. Okay, it's Archangel Bhokpi. It's Bhokpi. Again, don't get hung up on the names. You just say the angel that comes in with the parrot, and that's all they need. They know who they are, and they'll come right in. You don't have to say their name right. I mean, you'll recognize their vibration. That's how we identify. And sound. All right, sound and vibration. All right, so parrot, Tammy, listen intently to understand. Keep listening. Keep tuning in. Look how beautiful these parrots are. Right? So yeah, you are tuning in. You are getting some messages. You're not imagining things. Keep fine-tuning. All right? You're doing good. You really are. And you do have to make some decisions health-wise too about which way you want to go with some decisions, even if it's disagreeing with a doctor or going into a different direction. It's okay. Always, and listen to your body too. Listen intently to your body, because your body will tell you what it needs to self-heal. So there we go. All right. Diana, absolutely, dear. Yay, it's so nice to see you here and to connect with you again. And so, oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Got a couple that get ready to pop right out. Oh, yeah. Swan, Diana, swan. Demonstrate grace and majesty. And it's that Archangel Bhokpi again. Just the Archangel with the swan. Demonstrate grace and majesty. Continue to be majestic, even if there's idiots around you. I'm sorry. Even if you're surrounded by a bunch of anyone that's not a swan, just remain a swan. Demonstrate grace and majesty, even if you're surrounded by idiots. And, so stay the course. You've got this. You've got this. Stay the higher ground. And, yeah, you got it. You know what to do. You're very intuitive. You listen, you pay attention. And so just sometimes you need these reminders because you're surrounded by, you're just in a totally different lake, You're like, I wanted to go back to Swan Lake with the rest of my swans. And instead I wandered over here. Where am I? It's okay. Just keep going. You're there as a teacher. You're there to help others. All right. Okay. So let's see. Yes, very good. Sarah, I got to go outside a lot today and play in the dirt and get in the dirt already for my butterfly garden I'm going to be putting out soon. Very relaxing. Yes, isn't it though? As we finally started to get into the high 50s and we can feel it. It's like, oh, it's beautiful and the urge. And I'm resisting the urge right now to run right out there and do anything because realistically for us, I mean, we can do some cleanup, get some leaves, cut back some things, some of the perennial plants, but we don't plant anything until May for us. That's what it's just the rule of thumb. All right. Chris, interesting information. I love eagles. I never heard they have their own soul group. Yeah, it's pretty. You know what? We learned together. I was surprised by that too, because I thought that all animals shared a whole soul group, but not all animals come from the same place. So that makes sense that they're going to share the soul group of whatever stargate or planet that they're from, whatever they came in from, right? So whether it's Orion or Sirius or anything like that, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome, Anthony. Yes, you do talk, and they do. Absolutely. The thing is you use pictures. You use pictures to send messages. And again, it's that vibration. You can pictures a video. Hey, it works. That's how I communicate with my dogs. Those of us with pets is the same thing like with, and this is not to upset anyone, but it's like talking to your children or it really is. It's that telepathic communication, of course, that a child has with their mother and their father, with their parents. But we can have that same communication with dogs and cats and horses and other animals, all animals. Now, there's some that might be a little hard. Insects are a little harder to really communicate with, because their brains are so small. No, some of them it is. I find that it's harder to communicate with them, with the insects realm. So you need a liaison like the fairies or others to help get the message across. But anyway, our angels, absolutely, angels, fairies, other elementals to come through and help. Okay, so but yeah, I like that's great. Joy, I saw a wolf in the latest Brian meditation. Yes, yay! Wonderful. That's great validation. I love that. And Reverend Brian Rawls is very, very awesome and amazing himself. Let's see. Okay, Robin, let's see. Also finding out how to let my soul shine more, becoming a better version of me. Only took 50 years doing things I love. Belly dance. Ooh, nice. Yeah. That's stepping that divine, divine feminine, the beauty, the soul. I love the belly dancing. And I love that, Robin. That's great. And now I know some of you may not even like snakes, but if you ever watch the snake move, it's like so gracious. It's that slithering. It's that they're really in tune with the vibration. And it's like that, letting your body flow. It's beautiful, beautiful. All right. Okay. Okay, so pull the card for my dad, Alan. Yes, this may be, we're going to wrap it up here. Yeah, Sarah, absolutely. A card for your dad, Alan. That's funny. My biological dad name was Alan, is Alan. Even though he's crossed over, his name's still Alan. That vibration when he was here. All right. But he spelled it with 2 A's. He gets the cat. He gets a kitty cat. Be relaxed and independent, Archangel Raphael. Aww. Okay, so he needs to learn to take better care of himself a little bit better. That's where the independence comes in, is his diet and his health. He needs to not be so whatever about it. And I know you understand that. So that's a beautiful card too. Aw, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Yeah, Robin, I like snakes also. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. And so just because I'm pulling a card, there's some comments here, and, the blood of Jesus Christ, and, whatever your belief is, I totally honor and respect that. Now show me that same respect in return. We're sitting in sacred circle. And even if someone who joins who doesn't agree with, and that's fine, we send love and light onto your way. And that's great. Totally believe in Jesus. I have many conversations with Yeshua. That's what I call him, Yeshua. Yeshua and Mother Mary. And so it's just, don't ever judge someone's that you know their belief system without really knowing who they are. So as we're sitting in this sacred circle, we all are heart to heart connected. And you know what? We are releasing, resolving anything that does not serve us. So thank you so much for just coming by. And we appreciate you. All right. Thank you for doing this for all of us. And thank you, everyone. Each and every one of you, thank you so much again for sitting in sacred circle with me, with each and every one of us, and giving and receiving tremendous love and light. All right. That's for everyone's highest and greatest. And so thank you, everyone. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, everyone. And please take your messages, journal them, sit with them, reflect on them, have homework this week, and see what other messages that the animal kingdom comes in, and that the angels that come in, and just any messages that you come in, keep tuning in. All right. So thank you, Robin. Thank you so much, dear. All right. Each and every one of you, thank you so much. Until next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Good night, Wendy. Many blessings to each and every one of you. Continue to shine brightly. Good night.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.